Darth Malagon.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be back on Knights of the Old Republic. It's been so long since we played this game on here, and that's because I was just trying to catch up the episode numbers for The Force Unleashed. I felt like I wasn't really giving it much love. And yeah, I'm now in the process of actually uploading episode 9 of The Force Unleashed onto YouTube. And I felt like, hey, during the time that we wait for that to upload, why don't we just record an episode of Knights of the Old Republic? So in this episode, we're going to enter the strange ruins on Dantooine, and we're going to go through them. We're going to report back to the council at the Enclave, and then they're going to send us out on a mission, and that's where we'll end the episode for today. But with that said, let's get rolling. It's such a weird cutscene. I always thought that was weird. So entering in, this is a really cool little area. I mean, obviously, like 2003, like you can't expect much, but this is really good. And I don't know. I think it would be so cool if there was like lore written on the walls, obviously. Maybe they'll do that in the remake, but who knows? Oh, there's a droid. I like that close-up. Look at that. You can see the yellow eyes, obviously with like, I can't tell if it's the red ring. So the way the Sith eyes actually are, they're not just yellow. They're mostly yellow, and the edges of like the iris are red. And so it's really cool. But obviously 2003 was limited. But I love the scar too. What in the world? Sounds like Tusken Raiders trying to talk.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
That one sounds like
I recognize
Selkath.
this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
There's Nemo behind us. I love how, like, the first thing we do when we enter the room is we don't address the dead body. We just talk to the droid. We just talk to the droid until we're done talking to the droid, and then we address the dead body.
The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
I'm not sure how the audio is right now, but I'm trying. I think I'll leave it back where it was. Because, like, on my end, like, I can hear myself talking, and it's roughly the same volume as the audio for the game, but the way it's registering visually is not the same. But I can hear the pass-through. The game sounds louder in the pass-through. My chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of the system's outermost planet around the
10
sun.
revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
Yeah, there's no way this droid is operating for around 20,000 years without some sort of battery backup. Like, there can't be infinite power on this little droid here, right? I guess if you know anything about the Rakata Empire, I'm sure they were. Yeah, the builders
These
are the
builders
great
must have been
masters of the
extinct
galaxy.
people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Oh yeah, the Infinite Empire. Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might. I gotta remember, like, I have this little window here, so you're not seeing all the text. So I have to remember to try and read it all. But a tool of unstoppable conquest. So, but what is it? What does it do? You don't really know what it is, do you? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. So he's just going to repeat the same thing.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or a weapons plant?
Maybe.
You're onto something, my
That
friend.
might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps
From
you
what
should
I
ask it
remember,
something else.
like, the Starforge can literally just generate whatever you want it to generate. It's basically a 3D printer on steroids. Except everything comes out fully functional. That's so crazy how the droid can remember 20,000 years ago, but the droid can't remember that I'm Revan? Or did Revan program the droid to... Ah, there's Nemo. To forget him. So he's basically saying that Revan and Malik discovered the secret and found themselves worthy. Nemo didn't.
And it cost him his life.
Entering the proving grounds to the east-west within them, whose understanding of the will of the builders can unlock the secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Cool. Look at that. We got 300 experience points. Not that we need it, but we got 300 of them.
If the droid is correct, then we must complete the tasks in the proving ground.
Oops. Okay, so we need to go this way. Yeah, we're going to defeat this Guardian. So if you do this wrong, the temple generates another Guardian droid. So it's kind of like a mini Starforge. Alright, we could attempt to slice it. Failure. Given no knowledge of the ancient system and a patent An ability to read its output. Your attempt is doomed. We could talk to the computer. And then we can insert our data pad into the receptacle. And then we talk to the computer again. Says your data pad is released from the receptacle and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. And now it knows our language. So identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. That'd be desert, volcanic, and barren. Now we don't have to fight the droid. I mean, not that it would matter anyway. We would be able to defeat it. Because again, if you have kept up with this series, we're going to take his Jedi Knight robe. We're going to wear it. If you've kept up with this series, we are playing with cheats because we're not here for the combat necessarily. I mean, it's Star Wars, so lightsabers and blasters, cool. Oh, missed? I missed? How do you miss that? You're standing right in front of him, man. But we're here for the adventure and the story. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to talk to the computer, insert data pad, talk. And now it wants the life-giving world. So oceanic, grassland, and arboreal. So now we made ourselves worthy. Oh, oops. You don't have to talk to him. So now you go to the door. It's got a cool effect it's going to do. Open up. And oh, you can actually kind of see inside of it when you're running up to it. The middle part. Why are they shaded like that? That's so funny. I promise you, I feel like the original game just had better, I guess, code. I don't know. The way it was when you played with the CD back in the day, you didn't look white walking like that. Like it showed your character. Like that. I'm in the background. It looks like if you were to take a contrast editor and just crank it all the way to negative 100. This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered the temple. This must be where their journey down from the journey down the dark side began.
This is a map, some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found. I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world, and if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Dantooine, and his Nanook.
I hate it when they say Kashyyyk.
Incomplete
It's
hyperspace
Kashyyyk,
coordinates,
not Kashyyyk.
data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating.
Who else is with me
where
on
the
that? Tell me in the
Starforge
comments.
itself
Is it
might be.
Kashyyyk or Kashyyyk?
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Cool. So we finished that mission. And you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this right here. Let's see. We're going to edit. We're going to go to this. I feel like that's just better for this kind of video. For Knights of the Old Republic, I feel like this is better. We are not, again, so this is not like changing the size of the video itself. It just cropped out the edges. So like if you want to see more, which is what more of this game is, like we want to see more of the game. We don't want to hide it. Not necessarily that we're hiding it in the other like games. It's just in the Force Unleashed and in Battlefront 2, it's just not necessary to see the edges all the time versus in this game. Oh my goodness, Cath Hounds. Bastila, you're terrible. Oh, the forced choke. Ugh. Alright, let's run past these guys. Go report back to the council. Tell them our findings. They're going to send us out on a mission. And that's where we will end this episode. There's John. I can't believe he's still around. Why are you still standing there? You got the revenge you wanted. Not that it really matters. Oh no, something's bothering Bastila. Let's figure it out.
How can I help?
How can I help? You look like something's bothering you.
Not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
I love doing this every single time. I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us.
Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing.
She's lying.
Command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship. I was referring to the bond we share, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I
She's
was
gonna get
actually
so pissed if
interested in
you like try to goof
rest
around.
assured I could come up with a much better approach than this. Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves? Most definitely.
Ooh, getting
This is
angry
what
for a
you might
Jedi,
even consider
Bastila.
being
No, no,
witty.
no.
Now, you go on
Anger
to answer
leads
my
to
questions,
hate.
or would you rather just keep annoying me? Don't worry, these are simple questions, nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I am the Dark Lord of the Sith. That's my background. Nothing extravagant. I'm a soldier. I'm a Hutt in human form plotting to overthrow the Republic. I'm sick of answering these questions. Let's just do the serious route.
On which planet were you born?
Duralia, it's the remote system. Why? Kashyyyk, I'm a Wookiee, can't you tell?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Wasn't all this in my service records? 3012, healthy living, you know? I'm sick of answering these questions.
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you
Look at that,
responded
she was
to my
deceptive.
questions.
She's a Jedi.
Your
She's so
reactions let me
deceptive.
judge you.
She's
This was
arrogant.
a test for me to
She
learn more about your
lies
character.
all the time. She gets angry easily. Like, what? She is not a good Jedi. Like, she really is not a good Jedi. I don't like being manipulated.
I see. I didn't mean to upset you, but I suppose it was inevitable. You've had a lot to absorb since we escaped Taurus. I apologize. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Cool. All right, so we got that journal entry. Really, like, I don't mind stopping to talk to these people because I want to get the full, like, immersive experience of Knights of the Old Republic, which means that we're gonna have to do all the characters' side quests, all of the party members' side quests.
Ah, you have returned, young man.
Oh.
Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
No, I could not find anything. Oh, man. Should I do it? It's going to be like, lies. Bastila already told us everything. She's going to speak up.
What are you talking about? The Council must be told of what we found there. We found an incomplete star map, Master Vandar, and an ancient droid that mentioned something about a star forge.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see
We
if
just
there's
lied.
any mention of the star forge and what it might do.
See, Bastila, you're
must
so
learn why Revan and
comfortable with
Malak sorted
lying
out.
and
Return
manipulating.
to your ship with
What's wrong with
Bastila,
lying right
and
now?
we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this star forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The star forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The star forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the star forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Dantooine, Manan, and
He says
Korriban,
Kashyyyk too.
and we believe they will lead you to the star forge.
I'm ready to do the Council's will. Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
You can't honestly tell me, like, a squad of Jedi Knights, like, doing these missions, that they would fail. Like, Malak knows you're doing this, and he sends out assassins anyway, Dark Jedi, and his own apprentice at one point. Like, what? Like, you think extra Jedi would slow me down? That goes to tell you how weak the Jedi were in this time period. The Sith were just... If it wasn't for all the Sith infighting and destroying themselves and the fact that, like, the Jedi were just so weak during this time period. Like, Revan and Malak could have wiped out the entire Order by themselves, even if they didn't find the Star Forge. Like, they could have done it. I believe they could have done it. But, oh well. The Jedi were just terrible in this time period.
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will
Oh my
accompany
goodness,
you.
I love that. I just thought about
There
this.
is
I
a
didn't think about
powerful
this
connection
growing up
between
and playing
the
this
two.
game.
A connection that might be the key to unraveling
I'll tell you in a
mysteries
second.
uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you.
Oh, I
After
love the
long
phrase that's about to
deliberation,
come up.
We have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Great, Bastila and the Catwoman.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess
Oh, Master
skills you
Vandar
will
does
find
not
useful
even
in your
address that.
quest.
He just like continues like, of course, yeah,
Remember,
you'll have
secrecy
friends.
and discretion are paramount to your success.
We're not going to send
and
a
you
big
will not
company
be
of
able to
Jedi
hide
with
the
you, but
fact
you're going to
that
have,
you are a
you know,
Jedi.
9
Nor should you.
or
But the
8
true nature of your
party
mission
members that
must
can
not
run
reach
around.
Malak's
Only
ears.
2 at a
You
time,
may
but yeah.
return here at any time.
You can have 8 people with
Dantooine
you,
will
so
be a
9 of you total,
sanctuary
and
for you.
but no other
Safe
Jedi.
haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
Even though eventually I'm going to have 3 Jedi.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy.
No, they should have just
is in
been
your
honest
hands,
from the
young
beginning.
Padawan.
This is why I said they
Pray
sucked.
you are
Like, they were not
protected.
honest.
May the
They were
Force be with
arrogant.
you.
They were manipulative. They weren't great Jedi. Like, they just weren't. All right, so we got dark side points for lying, and now what I wanted to say is something that Master Vandar said. He said something along the lines of like, secrecy is the key to success. That's exactly what the Sith did when Bane basically reduced all the Sith to himself and created the rule of two, and they did everything in secrecy for, you know, centuries, millennia, and what they end up doing, they wiped out the Jedi Order with the exception of a few. It used to be way back in the day there was just Obi-Wan and Yoda, but now, you know, we have all these spin-off shows and animated shows and movies that are coming out, just like how many Jedi actually survived, how many Jedi walked away from the Order and survived. Yeah, so lots of fun things with that statement, and a call back to who the Sith are, which again just points to just how terrible the Jedi were in this time. Oh, he's gonna tell me about the well, it starts with a T. I can't remember the really nasty looking creature. Oh, okay. So, Padawan, a word, if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There is talk that they are sending you on a mission to help us against Malak and the Sith. How do you know the Council gave me a mission? I saw you going into the Council chambers. You were in there for some time. I naturally assumed the Council had given you a task to perform. Please understand that I'm not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever the task the Council has given you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. Master Doric has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations are the Terentatak, I think that's how I pronounce it, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hungers. Terentatak. I don't know. That's such a weird name for a creature. They should have called it something else. It's basically a mini Rancor. It's quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. Kashyyyk. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. It's not the first time that the Terentatak have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. It sounds like a moon. Also, tell me in the comments, how do you pronounce that word? I'm so bad at pronouncing words. Once the Sith are beaten, I would be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful. Do not underestimate them. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the great hunt. Cool. Thank you, Dezra. This guy has somebody on his ship. I think we'll end it right here. We are going to end it right here because once we enter the Ebon Hawk, we're going to start a new quest. Well, we're going to start a new episode for the next planet that we're going to go to. And I kind of want to start it with this guy. So if you know anything about Lur Arca Sulas, however you pronounce his name, There is a little girl named Sonia, I believe, that he is looking for, and she is on the Ebon Hawk. And yeah, unfortunately for her, like there's just no good ending. You can kick her off, she runs away, and then you go tell him. You can make her run away on Dantooine, which, all right, he's there. He can take her back to her father. And then if you work with her and learn her language and begin to talk to her, then you can tell her about him and have her willingly leave the ship and meet up with him. And then they leave. I don't know if they stay on Dantooine, but then you could also just keep her on the ship until you face Malik on the Leviathan when your ship is captured, and then after that she disappears. She's gone. So she's taken by the Sith. So either way, like, because you find out that Dantooine gets destroyed, so there's really no hope for her at all. So why does it really matter? But it's going to be a fun quest, little side quest. Like I said, we need to do all the side quests on Dantooine. I think we have done what we can. I'm not sure. Maybe we can go back and check the planet out after a couple star maps and see if there's any more that pop up. Yeah, so with that said, that's going to conclude today's episode. If you liked it, smash that like button, comment your favorite part, and subscribe if you are not subscribed. May the Force be with you.